Hi there everyone, welcome back to another video of Late Customs. Today we have a client here, Joshua. Joshua, say hi to the camera.
Hello camera.
Hello camera. Joshua is going to do a H22 swap on his Honda EK right here. So Joshua, you want to give some insight on the build?
No.
No, nothing. No insight.
Nothing.
Okay, Joshua's a very secretive guy, so just excuse him guys. But Joshua's here today for me to remove his 150i engine which I'm going to buy from him. So this engine will be going into that car right there. And well, I'm not going to show a very in-depth process of us removing it. I'll show a little bit more in detail video of us actually getting it in that car. But the main goal today is just to get this engine out here and getting Joshua safely home. So let's get started straight with this video. This is a few days later, and unfortunately I didn't show the progress of us actually just getting the engine in. At that current time I was completely exhausted because I've been busy the whole day, and just asked a few of my buddies to help me fit the engine in for me. As you guys can currently see, the only thing we actually did was literally get the engine in. So we actually fitted the 160i intake was sponsored by Mr. Frank, because this is actually the intake he bought. So he wasn't going to use it anymore, and he obviously sponsored it to me, so big shout out to Mr. Frank. But we got the complete engine in. We just need to still double check that everything, like all the mountings, are properly tightened, and then we can continue with the whole installation. Just before this, you guys seen we went out to Holloway's workshop, and the reason for that was to actually go pick up a power steering pump for a D series, because I never knew there's actually a difference between the D series and the B series power steering pump. So this right here is actually the B series pump. On here we currently have the D series pump, which you guys can see it's fully adjustable. I just got a test for it on there. We just need to obviously loosen these two lines up, and I can actually fit it onto the D series power steering pump, and obviously just bleed the power steering once again once the car is up and running. That's obviously the last few things we're gonna do, but a few things we need to get sorted today before we can actually fire up this car is get the manifold installed, get the loom installed, the radiator, the aircon radiator, the slave cylinder bolted to the gearbox. We need to get the fuel line sorted, and a few small stuff here and there, like getting the shafts in, and we need to install the rear standard springs, because the car is literally like slanted. Well, it's not face down ass up, it's face up ass down, so it's literally the opposite, and we need to do that. But I'm gonna get you guys on a time lapse. I'm not really gonna go too much in depth with everything. I know you guys get very bored out with all this mechanical work on the D series, but I would just like to mention that I actually like enjoy doing all this work, and that's why I'm filming this, to show like the work I enjoy doing. And Rafa, don't take my lappy or bliksem. This man keeps on stealing my lappy. But I'm just filming the work I actually enjoy doing, and I want to show it to you guys. So I know there are a few of you guys that don't really enjoy it as much. You guys kind of get like bored out. I'm sure there will be a couple of videos coming up in the future, or the pipeline, that will definitely excite you. So just by dit 'n bietjie vas, ons gaan na jou kyk. But I'm gonna get you guys to understand, and we can actually start straight away by fitting everything else in this car. Hopefully by the end of today's video we'll hear a first startup on this car right here. I would really like to take this car up on the road today. What do you guys think?
Most definitely ask me to drive this thing.
Well, ask me to drive it as well. This is technically going to be my daily, because they all know the other thing is kind of up in them.
Who's your daily?
No,
that's your daily.
Weet I man, this thing is not focused. Yeah, the other dailies must have a bit broken, you understand? So we first need to get this car up and running before we can start with the other thing content. And trust me, this car is going to take some tender, I think, to get to where you want it to be.
It won't take that long, but it's going to take a touchy.
It'll take a touchy, so less talking, more working. We have just finished assembling everything on the car. It has been a very long night. As you guys can see, we got everything installed. So we're gonna first swing the car a couple of times in order just to get fuel to the fuel filter, as well as to just get the motor turning a little, because I actually did do an oil change on the engine, threw in some fresh antifreeze. We had a slight oil leak on the rear end of the engine, but I got that fixed. And other than that, we really didn't do too much. We just got the standard springs in the rear fitted as well. We got the shafts in, we got the engine, we got the loom in, we got technically everything in. Ha! Do you know this car won't start? Because I didn't plug in the ECU.
So I'm emotional. I'm crying. I'm a mess.
Yo, that's very clear for me. I literally plug everything in except the ECU. I'm gonna do that right now. Okay. So I'm gonna plug in the ECU real quick, and then we'll take it from there, because then we can actually start up this car. Alright, type 2. Fred, prime hom gou bietjie. Dis so aan en af. Soos hou hom so. Laat sit die ignition aan. Kyk dit maak hy. Is ignition aan? Is ignition aan? What's next pump? Fuel pump ietsie. Wat is dat? Pump hy. Prime hy. Ek hoop iets. Oké, wacht hoor. Goed weer? Something isn't right here. Okay. I'm something blowing here, man. Or is it in the fuel rail?
I'm
not entirely sure, we're just gonna... I don't know what the hell it is. That's a return. Or is it just a petrol that's pumping?
Ah, it's not the petrol fully. Yeah, look at the...
He's pumping the whole time now. Oh wait, that's why. Alright. Maybe just give it a swing for it. See what it does quickly. Can you try and swing it? Try and swing it again. Alright. Hold on quickly. Let's plug in this stuff here. Check if all goes well. Well, did the engine turn now or what?
Yeah.
Didn't sound like it, but let's go. Again? Give it a bitchy petrol. Shoo! Stop! Stop! Oh, that's power steering. Haha. Oh yeah. Because I think it's not connected. I forgot to mention that this fitting is the wrong fitting, so I think we can actually just remove that belt even. No. Oh yeah. I'm gonna do that real quick as well.
Well, you always left me satisfied and smiling, so.
Type 3. Power steering fluid is all over the engine bay. Don't be a noser like us. One thing I actually forgot to mention is that, well, the previous owner actually made some very well effort, or made a lot of effort to go B series. Even changed all the fittings and everything to B series. So I got the D series power steering pump, but unfortunately the fitting is still different. So now I need to go back to Joshua to go and get the fitting I need, or maybe I'll just phone Tano. But for now, well, I just took the belt off, so we're gonna find out if this thing actually, well, fires up the way it should. So yeah, let's go. I literally thought it was petrol the first time, bro. There we go. Klein kaju's terug. Klein kan je terug meneer?
Yo, dat is niet zo. Hij is zo boeren.
Klein kan je terug meneer? Yo, die sounds lekker, it's quiet man.
Quiet, yeah.
Yo, dan moet het lekker quiet. Oh, and by the way, we have a factory exhaust on. This is fridge oil exhaust. I think you're literally whistling at the back. Yo, bro, release bearing, meneer. Oh wait, that's normal. Yo, bro, that's always a problem on a D-series release bearing, bro. Okay, we got the point, bro. We got the point. Yeah. Literally all the D-series we own literally does this. But it's good. It sounds healthy. Sounds very, very healthy. Woo! Let's go.
Nice. Make it proud.
We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. I am extremely happy with the progress. We are currently just waiting for the thermostat to open up, and we're waiting for the fan to obviously go on. I offered a brand new thermostat. I bought a brand new radiator cap. I did the oil change, new oil filter, did new spark plugs on the engine. Obviously got the loom and the ECU installed. I bought a few other new components that I installed. I can't really remember specifically what, but well, most of the stuff is in. Got the shifter and the links already connected. Well, as you guys can see, the temperature is well, it's level, so we're just currently waiting for the thermostat to open up so that we can actually, well, know that everything is definitely successful. I'm extremely happy that this thing started up first time, or not really first time. But it started up with no problems.
Oh, it wasn't like a struggle to...
It wasn't a struggle to start it up, yeah. It just needed a bit of petrol and the power steering fluid.
Yeah.
Now we know what we're doing tomorrow. I need to clean up the engine bay and get that power steering thing well sorted out as well. But it should open well anytime soon now. Huh? Oh yeah, and the thing is, like, by the way, we did a bottle intake conversion. I'm sure you guys obviously seen that. Well, we had to do a few blockages here at the back. We actually bought it like that. So this guy actually made like a blockage plate here at the back for that, and another one on the other side for a sensor that's currently not there. But everything is coming out amazing. I'm extremely happy with the progress. Whew. Finally I have one more car kinda semi-running.
But it's running.
It's technically running, yeah. So hopefully soon we can get all this sorted, get it cleaned up. We have so much work to do in the interior. Fix up the roof lining and clean up and yo, bruh.
Inside, we must really focus on inside.
Whew. And also I'm looking for a car radio because that radio in that car is very old school and doesn't really like stay on. And all this here, we need to do the lining on this fender. We have to clean the engine bay again, so that the power steering. I'm not gonna lower this car as yet. I'm gonna be rolling this car very, very high in the sky because it's gonna be my daily. My daily money, and I need to get plates printed too, bruh. See a lot. Whew. That's gonna be like a daily, bruh. Aircon, blowing cold, whatnot.
No, I love the aircon, guys. No wonder I love the aircon.
The aircon is really, really vital. So, whew. And by the way, this engine actually has very, very low mileage on, which is like a 190 something thousand, I think 195, 196,000 kilometers on. The original engine from the previous owner, the one I removed earlier in this video. Clean title, and the engine is well, very, very healthy, as you guys can currently hear. So super excited to feel this car on the road. It has been a very, very long night, and I'm finally busy wrapping everything up. As you guys can see, we got everything packed away. We got the vehicle sparked, and well, we actually got this well set up and running. It's idling perfectly fine. The fan goes on. I double checked for leaks on well, the antifreeze. Everything seems fine by the cooling system. There was a leak we were struggling with, but we definitely got it sorted, I think. But the main issue we obviously have is the power steering while fitting. So I will need to try and source that hopefully tomorrow. I did give the engine bay a slight clean, and I actually fitted this induction kit right here that I actually had laying around. Well, I had a very nice pipe and a very nice silicone hose, but Gary actually stole my filter, so unfortunately I'm left with this greasy bad looking filter. But this will have to do for the time being. I'm actually very happy with the outcome for tonight. The car starts up. I'm sure the car will obviously drive perfectly fine because the suspension component still seems quite decent. Can drive a couple of months with the suspension components. And well, I'm sure everything is tightened, so everything is sorted on the suspension. Shafts are in. I had to glue on the gear knob onto the shifter because I actually installed the VTEC shifter in this car. Due to the VTEC shifter was cut by the previous owner, the owner before him, I'm not entirely sure. But the reason for that is because they would like, or they would have loved a shorter throw. So by cutting the shifter, it gave them a little bit of a shorter throw, but it wasn't something I was really happy with. So I got the original shifter for this car. I sold the short shifter in this car. I actually swapped the short shifter in this car for the factory shifter for this car and fitted this car shifter into this car. So it's a very long story, but everything is sorted now. I'm gonna let the gear knob actually dry overnight because I actually used some contact glue for that. I'm gonna let that dry overnight, and hopefully we can take this car out for a first drive tomorrow with the new engine setup, everything in. I'm extremely happy with the setup. The setup is like the engine is so quiet and smooth, and I did test drive this engine right before I actually bought it from the previous owner. I did test drive this car, and like I said, I was very happy with the outcome. Unfortunately, I already sold the exhaust. I got the exhaust with this complete setup, and at the current moment I have a factory exhaust on this car because I would still like a factory look. The filter on the other hand is unfortunately there just for well, a temporary setup. I'm currently looking for a factory e-filter box. I might just hear by well, Fred if he's willing to sell his, because I would like a factory filter box for this car. And I would just like to keep everything OEM with this car. As you guys can see, we have the wheel caps, we have the factory drive height. So I'm gonna try to get this car to a very perfect OEM standard, and like get like the aircon to work, and the left rear like door lock doesn't work, like it doesn't wanna unlock when you press like the center locking button. Like it's a lot of small stuff that needs to be sorted in the car, but I'm definitely gonna get this car sorted. And this will be, well, my daily that I will be using. And one thing I would really like to emphasize is that I know many of you guys obviously know that a car doesn't always stay very long here by us, but unfortunately, well, I'm a hustler, and obviously everything is right, everything is for sale by the right price. So well, I always try to like prepare or well, fix something up to my standard and feel like, okay, this is something I would like to keep. And then unfortunately, there's obviously someone out there that's willing to pay a price for that something I was building to be my daily. So sometimes it just is what it is. But smash the like button if you guys are enjoying the content. The daily is coming to a very certain level, which I'm actually very happy with. We have a few more videos coming on this car to get this car to where I want it to be. Then we can actually move on to fixing up the yellow thing, because if you guys have been watching, if you guys have watched my previous video, you guys would know that I think the yellow thing's actually busy meeting top gasket, I think. Once that is sorted, then we can move on to the main build, which well, a lot is actually happening in the background for this car, which you guys don't know of, and is actually costing a lot of money. But I'm not complaining. I want this build to be perfect and to be very smooth, so there won't be like a waiting period. Like there will be like a full-on build, like 2-3 months, then the car will be done. Like I want like a build like that, because with the yellow thing, it took too much time. So yeah guys, I'll see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to drop a like on this video if you're enjoying the content. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you guys are actually enjoying the content as well. And yeah, comment down below what you guys thought of the entire process of me just getting this car to where it needs to be. Do you guys think it was the right choice to go back with a D-Series setup for daily use? Or do you guys think I should have kept with a B-Series setup? Comment down below. I would like to see you guys' input down there in the comment section down below. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.